So when we're talking about variants, like I said, there are some that seem to be made on purpose and most are by mistake. But this is what we need to know. The majority are awfully boring, which I think is funny. I was reading a book about this, and that's what the scholar actually said, that most variants are awfully boring because they're just simple sort of mistakes anybody would make when copying something. Like if I gave you guys a big block of text and said, copy this for me, chances are you might miss a word here and there. You might make a little, mistake. And that's what the vast majority of variants are. They're easily recognizable, easily fixable. They're primarily spelling grammar mistakes. And because the way Greek is written, where the order of the words don't matter as much as they do in English, a lot of times when it's translated into English, it doesn't even make any difference anyway. One thing to be aware of, don't be alarmed by high numbers. So occasionally you'll hear someone like Bart Ehrman, who's a famous skeptic, will bring up a very high number and say, listen, the New Testament manuscripts have, this amount of variance, and it's an extremely high number. But think about it, we have an extremely high number of manuscripts, right? So we have over 5,000 manuscripts. So if there's only one variant per manuscript, that means we have 5,000 variants, right? Which sounds big, but when you get down to it, one little variant per manuscript really isn't that big of a deal. And again, if there's 2 per manuscript, then you're up to 10,000. So again, when someone throws these big numbers, you got to keep it in perspective. And one scholar said this: if the large number of manuscripts increases the total of variations, at the same time it supplies the means of checking them. So it's kind of ironic. The reason we know these are variations is because we have so many manuscripts to compare. So this, in one way, someone might say, well, look at all the variants. Another way we say, well, yeah, but we know they're variants because we have so much evidence of the New Testament. And there's only 2 variants of any size. The adulterous woman story in John 7-8, which, is a very beloved story. So it's unfortunate that, I believe it wasn't a part of what John originally wrote. It seems kind of jammed in there when you're reading the context of John. Now, that's not to say that it's not a church tradition, and maybe it's a true story about Jesus. But the one thing I think we can say with fair amount of confidence is it doesn't appear to be original to what John wrote. And there's even a ancient manuscript of Luke where the story appears in Luke. So it seems like, and this is just speculation, it seems like it was an early story about Jesus that someone wrote down. And because it was such a beloved story, maybe someone decided, hey, it would be great, let's preserve it in one of the Gospels. But like I said, it doesn't appear to be a part of what John originally wrote. So again, I've heard many sermons on it, but then I also know pastors who won't preach on it because they don't consider it, inspired scripture. Then we also have the long ending of Mark, and there's different different endings to Mark. It seems like Mark ends after the women leave the tomb. And again, we can only speculate why there's these longer endings. It's possible that because it ends so abruptly, some people down the road decided to maybe come up with an ending to it. There's also theories that there was a longer ending, but maybe one of the very early manuscripts got damaged and it was lost. So again, it's all up to speculation, but based on the textual criticism, it's pretty safe to say that the long endings of Mark we have today weren't part of the original. Now, any modern Bible usually has those marked off in brackets with a footnote stating that.